A rainy commute for the DMV. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Public schools in Prince George's and surrounding counties, including Montgomery, along with D.C. schools, were on a 2-hour delay this morning because of the weather. These are scenes from Ernest Just Middle School in Mitchellville earlier today. The winter storm, which threatened to bring icy conditions, didn't quite materialize that way. Prince George's and areas closer to the district saw rain only. Areas west of D.C. did experience freezing rain. The Prince George's Memorial Library System opened on a 2-hour delay, with morning programs canceled. Meantime, in other parts of Maryland, state police say between midnight and 11 a.m. today, they responded to 53 crashes and 16 disabled or unattended vehicles. In all, police answered 327 calls for service. RSV has been sweeping the nation this past few months, sending countless kids and seniors to emergency rooms, overwhelming hospitals. We spoke to Dr. Jenlene Chan with the Maryland Health Department about the symptoms you should look out for.
RSV it stands for respiratory syncytial virus, which people don't need to memorize. And it's a respiratory virus, as the name suggests, meaning that it's similar to a cold virus, but it's just a different type. And some of the symptoms that it causes are very similar. So people who get RSV, and adults can get it too, are like runny nose, sore throat, cough, sneezing, fever even. Most kids will get it usually by the age of 2 or 3, but it can reinfect. And again, we're seeing cases even in adults who are hospitalized. Kids who get it can go into the hospital and they'll have wheezing and difficulty breathing. And so we certainly encourage parents to watch their kids. And if they have any problems breathing, they're really struggling to breathe, they should go to seek emergency care or call their pediatrician.
There is no current vaccine for RSV. We'll have more with Dr. Chan tomorrow night right here on CTV News. Well, if you have diabetes, please listen up. A new federal law will cap insulin prices for Medicare Part D users. Starting next month, plans can't charge more than $35 for a 1-month supply of insulin. They also cannot charge you a deductible for the life-saving drug. But Delegate Joseline Pena-Melnick wants to get the word out that a new state law will allow all Maryland residents an even deeper discount. The price will be capped at $30 for a 30-day supply of insulin, and that applies to all state-regulated health insurance plans, not just Medicare recipients.
The federal government passed a bill, but it only applies for Medicare recipients. The state one applies to everyone, so it's actually a lot better than the federal government. The federal government, they could not get the votes to apply it to everyone else. We in Maryland, with my bill, we did.
Both the federal and state plans take effect on January 1st of 2023. Well, tonight at 11:59 p.m. is the deadline to register for the health insurance through the state. If you want your coverage to begin on January 1st, Maryland residents can go online to healthcare.gov or call and speak to a customer service representative at 1-800-318-2596. Residents have until January 15th to find a plan that works for them, but they would not be insured until February. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The Maryland Department of Health has confirmed more than 1,200 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's County is at 13.42%. 11 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 585 people are hospitalized. You're watching CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Back in a moment.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Good evening and welcome back. Police are seeking the public's assistance in locating a missing woman. This is 63-year-old Maria Faustina Reyes. She was last seen Tuesday morning at about 10:30 on the 3100 block of Roland Kenner Loop in Glenarden. Reyes is just under 5 feet tall. She weighs about 150 pounds. Reyes was last seen wearing a red coat, red scarf, red purse, and blue jeans. Anyone with information about her whereabouts is urged to contact police at 301-772-4425. Outgoing Governor Larry Hogan announces his budget recommendations for the new administration. His recommendations include maintaining a surplus of at least $500 million. Hogan says he'll be leaving office with $5.5 billion in reserve. His spending recommendation also includes more funding for K through 12 grade education, as well as more money for the state's Refund the Police initiative. The Moore administration will have to submit its 2024 budget to the General Assembly by January 20th. During Monday's first Prince George's Council meeting under new leadership, 2 new members remained noticeably quiet. While a new progressive slate proposed a slew of bills to walk back controversial measures passed during the last legislative session, sponsors of the original measure were infuriated. But Ingrid Watson and Wanika Fisher chose to abstain from voting on many of the measures.
I think for me, on this first council meeting, I did not share that same ability to have knowledge of what was going on the agenda as other folks in the majority obviously did. So as I'm able to participate in a greater way with different bills from all my colleagues, I will try to make an opinion that and get input from my district as well. You know, a lot of the things, no matter what council member it was or how they voted on Monday, it's very rare that you got the community input when the agenda was public Friday on a weekend during a holiday month without forums or anything like that. And a lot of the things that were voted on, which some of the things that, I did vote yes, they were just going to committee.
The council canceled the last day of its retreat, which was scheduled for today. No word on when it will be rescheduled. The first and only female mayor of College Park has died. Anna Owens lived in College Park for 48 years. She served 3 terms as city council member from 1981 to 1987 and as mayor of the city from 1987 to 1993. Owens was known as a community activist, participating in the neighborhood association, local schools, and community groups. She's credited with creating a downtown area on Route 1, a beautification committee to clean up roads, and help develop a plan for student housing at the University of Maryland. Owens was 97 years old. Prince George's police are investigating a fatal shooting last night in Capitol Heights. It happened on the 6700 block of Walker Mill Road near Addison Road South. Police have not released the person's name or said what sparked the incident. Anyone who may have information is asked to contact the authorities. An arrest has been made in the fatal hit and run we reported on earlier this month involving a couple who were arguing outside of their vehicle on southbound I-95 on December 4th. The man was hit and killed as he tried to pull the woman he was with out of the roadway. State police have arrested 63-year-old Lydia Benitez of Baltimore. She's been charged with leaving the scene of an injury collision and failing to call police after an accident. Hanukkah begins this Sunday. The Jewish holiday begins with the first candle of the menorah being lit and additional candles lit each night up until December 26. Rabbi Eli Bachman, the director of the University of Maryland's Jewish Student Center, says the goal is to shine light and to inspire others to make the world a better place. Rabbi Bachman was asked if this year's celebration is even more important in light of the anti-Semitic incidents across the country.
I'm going to say yes, but I don't really want to say yes. And the reason is because Hanukkah and Hanukkah should be special on their own. And we should be able to focus on good and beauty and life and inspiration for their own sake. But the truth is, the backdrop is, like you said, unfortunately, one where anti-Semitism has reared its ugly head, and it is the backdrop of many of our lives. Will that be on the mindset? Absolutely. So will we use that to help dispel that darkness and focus on the light and the beauty that it brings? Absolutely. And the connection, the unity, the education. Those are the ways to really change the community around us.
This year's celebration marks the year of Hakel, the Jewish year of gathering. For a list of events, visit the link right there on your screen. And coming up after the break in the kitchen, I'll be with Chef James Wiggins making Fiesta corn. Stay with us.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. So if you want to talk to your kids, you have to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Well, we're in the midst of the holiday season and it's back. What's for dinner? I am here on the campus of Prince George's Community College, specifically in their Culinary Arts Center with Chef James Wiggins, and we have a lot in store. In fact, you know, we already have our proteins. Many of us are used to the chicken, turkey, and all that. We're doing something different now. We're going to give you 3 side options. Some of them could be a main course as well. So, Chef Wiggins, what are we doing right now? What's for dinner?
Well, right now we're going to make a Fiesta corn salad.
Okay, delicious.
So now here I have 12 ounces of fire roasted corn. We got the corn from our farm, and then I fire roasted it over the stove, and then I put it in the oven to finish cooking.
Okay.
And then I got it off the top.
Okay, this looks like there's no need of heating anything up. It's cold?
No, you can eat this cold, so you'll be able to sample this
Taylor
immediately after production.
Perfect. Great. Okay.
So here are your 12 ounces of corn, fire roasted corn.
Okay.
All right, and here I have 3 pieces of hickory smoked bacon.
Oh, everything goes great with bacon.
Everything tastes better with bacon. I have 2 tablespoons of cilantro. And this is, you know, a 1 bowl meal.
Okay.
I have finely chopped 1 whole jalapeno.
Oh, okay. We have
So there's
some fire.
little heat, yes.
Okay.
There's little heat.
We'll see how Taylor does with that.
All right, but we're gonna take some of the heat off. We're gonna add 1/3 cup of mayonnaise.
Oh.
Okay.
I was wondering what that was. Okay.
Yes.
Mayonnaise. Okay.
Juice of 1 whole lime.
Okay.
Half a teaspoon of chili powder.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna make. Okay, where's the water? Where's the water?
And half a teaspoon of garlic. Now that chili powder is not hot.
Okay,
It's
all
okay.
right.
And we're just gonna mix all of that up. And I'm going to give you a sample.
Come on, don't be shy.
Right there. I'll fill it up. I got you.
I'm just
I got
kidding.
you.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
There you go.
here we go. You guys get to witness this. Got a little bit of everything. Wrap it up.
Fiesta
Wrap it
corn
up.
salad.
Take the
Fiesta
bowl.
is a fiesta.
Take the bowl. This is delicious. In sport news, it was a big night for Hoopers in College Park last night as the Maryland men's basketball team took on the UCLA Bruins. The Terps were aggressive on defense, but not so much on offensive side. Maryland shot 40% from the field, but only 37% were beyond the three-point line, while the Terps lost 87-60. Head coach Kevin Willard says his guys played well, but notes that they were a little beat up and tired. Dante Scott scored 12 points for the Terps and pulled down 6 rebounds. Scott is the 53rd top scorer in Maryland's history with 1,079 career points. Maryland now has an 8-3 record for the season. They play again next Thursday against St. Peter's. Let's get a quick check now on our weather forecast. Yes, tonight rain continues through our area with a low around 39 degrees. Friday and Saturday mostly sunny in the day with temperatures near the mid-40s. Sunday sunny and cool with highs near 39 degrees. And that wraps up our newscast. Join us again tomorrow night. I'm Taylor Thomas. Good night.